In this video, I am going to discuss the cross product. The cross product of two vectors a1 and a2 is defined only in 3D space. That means the cross product is defined only in three-dimensional space and is denoted by a1 cross a2. So, just for an example, let's consider the two vectors. This is our a1 and this is our a2. So now suppose that these two vectors are in three-dimensional space. So we have to compute a1 cross a2. So first, this one means the magnitude of vector a1. We multiply by the magnitude of the vector a2. Okay, so here in the second line, this one and this one are the magnitudes of vectors a1 and a2. Now here a1, a2. Now we have to compute sine theta. Theta is the angle between a1 and a2 in the plane containing them. We have to find the angle between a1 and a2. In order to do that, we can select any point in three-dimensional space. Then, starting from this particular point, we draw vector a1. So now here we have drawn vector a1, and similarly, starting from this point, we draw vector a2. So here we have vector a2. Now the angle between these two vectors, we have two angles, this one and this one. So out of these two angles, which one should we select? So it says theta must be between 0 and pi. Therefore, this is the angle. This theta is the angle that is between 0 and pi. So we have to select this one. Now sine theta. This one is clear to you. Then we have to multiply it again by n. What is n? N is a unit vector perpendicular to the plane containing a1 and a2. So now these a1 and a2 vectors are in three-dimensional space. So if we consider this point and this point, if you consider these 3 points, now 3 points can define a plane. Now these 3 points can define a plane. So if we draw a normal to this plane, the plane defined by these 3 points, okay, let's say there is a plane. So to that plane we draw a normal. We draw a normal to that particular plane. Then n is a unit vector. What does that mean? Unit vector means the magnitude of n is 1. That is the meaning of a unit vector. So n is perpendicular to the plane. Now our problem is n is perpendicular. That's clear. The unit vector n is perpendicular to this plane, whether it is in this direction or whether it is in this direction or this direction. That is our problem. So n is the unit vector perpendicular to the plane containing a1 and a2 in the direction given by the right hand rule. So this one is important, right hand rule. So you have to use your right hand. Then we are going to find a1 cross a2. This is the first one, a1 cross a2. So we use our right hand from a1 to a2. a1 to a2. So the direction shown by our thumb is the direction of our unit vector n. So this one is our unit vector, not this. Okay. Likewise, you can easily find unit vector. So here a1, therefore a1 cross a2 means magnitude of a1. In other words, magnitude of a1 means the length of a1 vector. Then we multiply it by magnitude of a2, that means length of the vector a2. Then we multiply it by sine theta. Now you know how to identify theta, and after that you have to multiply this by n. Now you know how to find the direction. Definitely magnitude of n is 1 since it is a unit vector. The direction, whether it is this direction or this direction, you have to use your right hand and find that. So since it is a1 cross a2, first from a1 to a2, our hand should go a1 to a2. That means the direction shown by our thumb is the direction of n. So now I hope this one is clear to you. Then let's try to analyze this. So this is sine theta. Therefore, if you consider sine theta, here we have theta, and here in this axis we have sine theta. Here we have sine theta. Now curve is like this. So here 0, this value, and then here we have pi. So here it is plus 1. Therefore, when theta is when theta is 0 or pi, then what happens when theta is 0 or pi? Sin theta is 0. Okay, but when theta is 0, what happens means, if theta is 0, that means the angle between the two vectors is 0. So the two vectors will be like this, a1 and a2. The two vectors will be like this. So now if you look at this particular line, n is the unit vector perpendicular to the plane containing a1 and a2. So here we cannot define a single plane here. Now these two vectors cannot define a plane. There are infinitely many planes. Those contain both of these two vectors. Therefore, there is a problem with finding the n in this situation. Anyway, we can mathematically show that in this situation, a1 cross a2 is equal to the 0 vector. Now this situation, when theta is 0. Let's consider when theta is pi. One particular again in this situation also, both of the vectors are on the same straight line. Now one particular vector a1, then the other vector a2. So the angle is pi. The angle between the two vectors is pi. So in this situation also, as in this case, we cannot find a single plane. Same problem arises. Then how can we define n? Therefore, we can mathematically show. Anyway, according to this definition, we cannot find a value. However, mathematically we can show that in this situation also, a1 cross a2 is the 0 vector. Now in both of these situations, we have assumed one thing. Again, what happens? What happens when a1 is 0 vector or a2 is the 0 vector? What happens? In this situation, again we have a problem. If any one of these are the 0 vector or both of them are the 0 vector, then again we have the problem. We cannot define a plane. So how can you find this n vector? Okay, we have the problem. So in this situation also, we can mathematically show, but in this video I am not going to demonstrate how to do that. We can show in these situations, in these two situations, the cross product is equal to the 0 vector. Okay, in this way we can define the cross product That's all, and thank you for watching.